Charlie. The club started about 1966. I think that's what it is. I wrote the history on it, but you know, like any good author, you forget everything you do after it's done. But we were very fortunate that when I joined in 1981, I had a lot of folks that were new bonsai and would work with the individuals on a one-to-one basis. We have the one and only founding member in our midst today, and not a pot in a plant. So a lot of people say, "Oh, you got a bonsai right here because here's a plant that's in a pot." Is that right? No, no. Good. I heard a no. What we do to make bonsai is to find a bush, prune it down to make a tree, and then transplant it into a bonsai pot. Okay. Maggie is working on the bonsai pot. The bonsai pot has, in this case, 3 holes for drainage. We'll put screen over those 3 holes to help hold the soil in and keep the bugs out. Okay? And then we'll also run.
Can you see the screen from there?
You see the little screen?
Usually they come in a sheet and you cut it.
But I don't think you can see it because the roots are small in this tree. But a main root like this going towards you. If it has to go in back, that's okay, but never towards you. Now, that brings up another question in bonsai. Once you find the front, should the front be coming towards you or away from you? Towards you, right. You know, when you're talking to somebody and you talk to them like this, you know, they're probably going to listen to you, even if you call them up. Well, yeah, they're probably going to listen to you. But if you're like this, well, they go, why am I talking to this guy? All right? So a tree limbs, the front should be pointing towards you, towards the front. It's interesting to what you're doing to it, contrary to what most people think. I kind of have to prune this tree a little earlier, but I can see I didn't do enough. Now, if you have any questions or comments, well, let's just leave it to questions. Comments I accept also, really. Please just raise your hand, and I think Charlie would be here. He will take the question, he will give it to me, and I'll probably tell him I don't know what you're talking about.
So, Don, you say that you're trimming this junk out of there. So what's junk?
Junk is excess branches, dead growth, anything in there I don't want. Okay? Okay, good point. We prune all foliage that grows down and all foliage that grows up. We're a little premature on that. Right now, maybe a bare branch, look like a bare branch from where you are, but basically there will be buds someplace in here. And also, if you don't clean out your bonsai, any of your trees, you let them grow like a bush, all the growth is going to be from the outside. And eventually the inside will turn brown, and then when you go to prune it, it's ugly. You say, oh my God, what did I do? So, when you clean out the inner foliage of the tree, no questions?
Why do you trim it before you put it in the pot?
Oh, good question. Very good question. Who said that?
Me.
Wendy, you don't know? A very good question, because when we take about 3/4 of the roots off today, that's going to take an awful lot of pressure away from the roots doing their work. We want to keep the isosceles triangle in mind. don't want to print straight down or straight around, but a triangle. Now, if you want to know what the triangle is, see me, why the triangle, see me after the demonstration, because that's a philosophical thing that follows into bonsai. Yes, if you do bonsai, you have philosophy that you have to follow. You have to study philosophy, horticulture, you know. It's still a lot of fun.
What's the philosophy of
I don't know.
bonsai?
I knew Matt would ask that question. You know, the triangle actually represents earth. Well, what I'm going to do is take my truck. Now, I'm going to take my trusty saw and I'm going to cut about half. Wait, this is all an comedy team.
You need some help with that, Don?
I know it's coming through. Yeah, thank you. I think it is. Sometimes it's really interesting. I don't know if that's going to work.
No, I'm ready. And Dawn's gonna come back on you.
Yeah, you didn't believe it.
Right, you realize that I just want this excess root, so I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, can I talk now, or, two things. I think we're going to give this a little water before you leave. It was really dry. And so whoever wins this, just make sure that you take it home, use some Super Thrive when you water from the top. Very efficient. So